begin the procedures to open up the hatch to the Piers docking compartment for the start of today's spacewalk. The first order of business, once that hatch is open, will be to install what is called a protective ring around the hatch that will prevent any inadvertent strikes by small orbital debris from compromising the integrity of the pressure seal on that hatchway. Prokopiev will be the first to leave the Piers docking compartment. He'll make his way to a ladder right outside of the hatch, and will then await Kononenko's egress, where they'll set up a series of tools, tethers, and other equipment that they'll be using to make their way to the first of two so-called Strela booms. These are the telescoping booms that will be extended to a length of 49 feet that Kononenko will ride over to the Zarya module on the Russian segment of the International Space Station, the first of two stops en route to the work site that you're seeing at the top of your screen, where the habitation module of the Soyuz MS-09 meets its docking port at the Rosviet module.
50 mil. Copy, Oleg. No messages yet. Copy. Good. Pressure 40, 40. Copy that. I got the message. At the pressure of 35 millimeters. Copy. Thank you, Oleg. Switch BSS to O2 open AVA once the pressure has reached 20 millimeters per the MV pressure gauge. Copy. 30 millimeters. Copy.
We're currently in a handover between satellites on the Tracking and Data Relay Satellite System. The International Space Station is flying directly over Cologne, Germany at this hour at an altitude of 250 statute miles, moving from northwest to southeast in an orbit incline 51.6 degrees to either side of the equator. Today's spacewalk about to begin by Kononenko and Prokopiev, the latest in a series of a flurry of activity at the International Space Station that has seen cargo ships come and go, the most recent of which, the SpaceX Dragon cargo craft that arrived at the station back on Saturday, and which will remain at the International Space Station until the middle of next month.
And so close both or just one? Just one at 12 millimeters. Just one.
При давлении 12 миллиметров вначале закрываем КСД-2.
Close KSD-2 first and KSD-DC-1 once you've reached the 12 millimeter mark for DC-1 pressure. And you go by the message on MB. We're at 12. Pressure 12. KSD 2 closed. Pressure is 11 millimeters. Closing KSD DC, and it's closed. The message has cleared. Copy. Pressure 12 millimeters. Okay. Proceed with the DC1 leak check. 5 minutes. Copy. Timer has been set. How many millimeters should it be? No more than 2 millimeters and increasing. It's 13. Hearing tone.
Олег, скажи, пожалуйста, давление высокое на высоте.
What's the DC1 pressure per the MV pressure gauge? 12. 13. 1-3. Copy.
Олег, 4 минуты контроля. Скажи давление.
Oleg, 3 more minutes for the leak check. Still 1-3. 13. Copy.
Олег, 5 минут контроля прошло, давление высоко, мы на вас.
Oleg, please give me the DC-1 pressure after 5 minutes have run out on the clock. 13 millimeters.
Принято, 13.
Copy, 13.
Фрагмент 7, переход на автономный...
This is Mission Control Houston as the International Space Station flies into an orbital sunset over the Arab Peninsula. Everything continuing to go smoothly as we await the completion of pre-spacewalk checks of the spacesuits being worn by Oleg Kononenko and Sergei Prokopyev in advance of their getting permission to open up the hatch to the Pirs docking compartment to begin their spacewalk. This will be the 213th spacewalk in space station history in support of assembly maintenance and upgrades.
Primary pump, primary fan, and lights are off. Releasing the toggle switch and switching to battery power. Copy and concur.
And as you heard, the flight controllers of the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow telling Kononenko and Prokopyev to switch their spacesuits to internal battery power. If this was a U.S. spacewalk, this would mark the official start of the spacewalk, but the Russian EVAs are demarcated a different way. The elapsed time of a Russian spacewalk is measured from hatch open to hatch close.
039. 039er. Are we deactivating heat control power? You are go. The HX mode is off, OFF. Off. The LED illuminated. Are we unpowering suit 1 and 2? Here go. Suit 1 and 2 off. OFF. Demating electrical umbilical from the Orlan suits. Yeah, and then after that, you'll need to cover the electrical connector on the Orlan with amylase. Copy and work. EV1 and EV2 are done with that step. Covering the connector with amylase. And done. Copy. All right.
As the International Space Station flies 250 miles above Kuwait City, a good view of the Pirs docking compartment. Attached to it at the top of your screen is the ISS Progress 70 cargo ship. The Pirs docking compartment, tried and true, used for a dual purpose as an airlock and a docking port for Russian vehicles throughout the years. First launched back in September of 2001.
And the EVA timer started counting. 429 and 410 for EV1 and EV2. 28 and 5 and 29 flat for voltage for EV2 and EV1. Moscow unintelligible. Move base S2 O2 closed. Sergey, are you closed? Have you closed over? Say what? Are you O2 closed? I need to reach that first. Have you closed the valve on your suit? Not yet. Switching BSS into O2 closed. O2 closed, Moscow. Copy. And the valve closing.
Just minutes away from the start of today's spacewalk by Kononenko and Prokopyev. Once again, today's spacewalk not designed to repair anything. The repair work that was effected by Prokopyev and Alex Gerst in the wake of the discovery of a 1/10 of an inch hole in the inside of the habitation module of the Soyuz MS-09 back on August 29th. That was quickly repaired after a loss of pressure in the spacecraft inside the space station was detected. The The leak repair that was conducted at that time consisted of material soaked in epoxy sealant that was basically shoved into the hole on the inside of the habitation module. The leak stopped. The pressure has held rock steady since then. Today's spacewalk designed to collect samples and photographic documentation of the surface of the habitation module on the external hull, designed to gather engineering data for Russian specialists on Earth for future analysis of potential causes for the source of this leak that occurred back in August. The crew on board the International Space Station has conducted frequent leak detection work and pressure measurements in the area in which the hole was detected back in late August. They have found no variance in the pressure integrity of the Soyuz or the space station. The Soyuz has long since been declared safe to return to Earth for Prokopiev, Alex Gerst, and Serena Onin Chancellor next week as they come back in the descent module of the three-section Soyuz spacecraft for a parachute-assisted landing on the steppe of Kazakhstan next Wednesday night, December 19th, landing scheduled at 11:03 p.m. Central Time.
Copy. Can you look at the disk and tell me what the pressure reading is right now? Or the 038. And 036 for EV1 and EV2 respective. And PO2 main should be over 360 per the display. 423 and 410 for EV1 and EV2. Copy. Oleg. Can you make sure, can you confirm that the stowage caps have been mated to the fluid umbilicals post-demate? Well, yes.
Хорошо. Тогда я вас передаю Сергею Киреевичу.
All right, I'm going to hand you over to Sergei Kiryevichev. Have a great one, and we will pick you up where we left off when you're ready to go back in for repress. Good luck. Thank you. Stand by, Sergey.
Олег, Сергей, добрый.
Oleg and Sergey, how are you? How do you read me? Loud and clear, Sergey. And greetings.
Какое у нас, Олег, давление? 12?
So, what are we looking at? 12 for pressure? Well, the pressure is
Да, по мангалкометру.
for the MV pressure gauge. 12. Okay. Yeah, 13. Still 13.
Хорошо, Сереж, ты готов?
Okay, Sergey, are you ready?
Я готов.
Am I ready? I am.
Можем приступать к открытию выходного люка.
Okay, you are go to proceed with the EV hatch ups.
Принято.
Copy.
Нахожусь лицом к выходному.
All right, I'm facing EV hatch. I'm starting to open the hatch.
Флажок на ключе открытия.
Make sure that the flag is triggered for opening on the handle. Yeah, it's in the operational position.
Принято. Аварийные
Okay, copy.
винты аварийного закрытия вывернуты до упора, правильно?
Винты вывернуты до упора.
Are the bolts released?
This is Mission Control Houston as we await the hatch opening to the Piers docking compartment to mark the official start of today's spacewalk. This view from a camera mounted in a window inside the International Space Station by one of the crew members. On the right-hand side of your screen is the ISS Progress 70 cargo craft attached to the Piers docking compartment. That's where the two cosmonauts will emerge just a few minutes from now. And on the lower left-hand side of your screen, that is the upper section or the habitation module of the Soyuz MS-09 vehicle that is the subject of attention today, where Kononenko and Prokopiev will be working to cut away a small 10-inch section of insulation on the outside of the habitation module and then just underneath to cut away about a similar size section of a debris shield to expose the external hull of the Soyuz so that they can extract samples of the sealant material that may have extruded from the hull as the repair technique was effected back on August 29th to seal a hole that was detected on the inside of the habitation module by Prokopiev and Alex Gerst. The habitation module section that you see in the lower left-hand section of your screen is the uppermost section of the Soyuz MS-09 that is docked to the Rosviet module and which will be coming home in 8 days to bring Prokopiev, Gerst, and Anand Chancellor home after 197 days in space, 195 days on board the International Space Station.
The pressure is about 2 millimeters. How copy, Moscow? 2 millimeters. Sergey, you read? Yeah, the rule is to kind of tap, have your finger and tap on the glass on the MV pressure gauge and bring it to zero. I already tapped on it. The cover is opening. I've tapped on it. Copy, Sergey. You are go to proceed with the EV hatch opening. And the hatch cover needs to be left in the open position. Copy that. Let me release the hook. 3121 and rail. Okay, you need to reel it in a little bit, Sergey. Yeah, we'll get it in, don't worry. Okay, copy. Sergey, go ahead. Just to adjust the length a little bit. Yeah, you let it out a little. And once I've mated it, you'll pull it in. You bet. Are you holding it? I'm holding it. Okay. Putting EV hatch opening steps into work. Copy and concur. The time. And it's open. Switching it in to the side. EV hatch is open. But I haven't hooked it on yet. It's too short. Way too short. Sergey, you should have grabbed that one. We can feed it out a little bit more. Sure. It shouldn't be like that.
This is Mission Control Houston. The hatch to the Piers docking compartment is open.
Okay.
That confirmed by Kononenko and Prokopiev inside the Piers docking compartment. So with the opening of the hatch to Piers, that marks the official start of today's spacewalk at 9:59 a.m. Central Time, 10:59 a.m. Eastern Time. The 213th spacewalk in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades officially underway as the International Space Station flies 252 statute miles over the Indian Ocean.
There we go. Is it 401 or 201? 201. Yeah, it's on 201. Oh, nothing getting in the way? Maybe you should bring it lower a little bit, like this. One hook goes on the hatch cover handle, and one of them goes on the handrail 201 stanchion bracket. Yep, we'll rehook it, Sergey, don't worry. Let's rinse and repeat. I'm about to uninstall the protector ring, and I'm gonna get closer to get the tether closer in. Guys, protective ring is out. You guys don't forget about the protective ring ups. Copy, in work.
The protective ring is open.
Разворачиваюсь в сторону люка.
And I'm going to turn myself towards the hatch.
Теперь нахожусь снизу. Совмещаем риски.
Белые с черными.
Matching the white and black marks.
А где у меня риска-то?
Oh, where is it on my side? I don't see one either.
Она снаружи крышки должна.
Потерли, что ли, Серег, риск не видать.
Sergey, it seems that the marks have faded over time.
Замок сработал, да?
Замочек закрыл.
Замок стоит.
But the lock definitely is in place.
Смотрели
Замок
просто
закрыт.
люка.
The lock tripped.
Установил замок на перпендикулярно.
This is all if you look at the lock perpendicularly, then it's at 90 degrees on
Прочно.
each of the EV sides. Copy. And it's installed tightly.
Так. Итак, я готов к выходу.
This is Sergey. I'm ready to egress.
Сереж, можно
На
приступать.
обрезе.
You're going to begin egressing towards the EV ladder.
Минутки оглядись вокруг, и я понимаю, что темно. Но все равно чуть-чуть. Это самое, чтобы немножко потише был.
Take a couple of minutes to orient yourself and adapt.
2 секунды.
Sergey, do you see my safety tether? Stand by. Is it behind you? Oleg and Sergey,
Да, слушаю.
go ahead.
Сереж, как только выйдешь наружу, включаем сублиматор. Оба.
Сейчас, Серег, подожди. Мы тебя не слушаем.
Sergey, we can't hear you. We're talking right now. Where is it? My adjustable tether? Oleg, it's under your right armpit. That's my short tether.
А он не пристегнут нигде, что ли?
Is it not tethered anywhere?
Не может быть.
That's not possible.
А, он-то над плечом правым, Олег.
It's above your right shoulder, Oleg.
Градусов.
Turn around by about 90 degrees
Право?
to your right. To my right.
Идем наверху. Стой. А, увидел.
I see it now. Thank you.
Все, хорошо. Спасибо.
All right, we're back.
Так, я приступаю к выходу.
Let's do it again. This is Sergey. I'm starting egressing.
Давайте сделаем так. Пока вы еще внутри, включаем сублиматор, если нужно.
Ага.
Если нужно, чтобы друг другу помогли.
And we're with you on 2, Alex.
Включаем сублиматоры.
While you're still inside
Включаем сублиматор.
the docking compartment, go ahead and turn on your sublimators.
Я внутри.
While we're still inside? Yes.
Принято. Включил освещение. Перевел 6. Так, включен сублиматор, ТО горит.
Sublimator is on
У второго.
for EV2 and for EV.
Kononenko and Prokopiev checking their Orlan suits before they begin to emerge from the hatchway at the Piers docking compartment. The hatch opened at 9:59 a.m. Central Time to begin the spacewalk officially. They're in the process also of installing a protective ring around the hatch that will keep it nice and safe against any micrometeoroid strikes that may occur from the usual
Переменный.
flow of orbital debris in and around the International Space Station. Prokopiev will be the first out of the docking compartment airlock itself. He will begin to set up all of his tools outside of the airlock in preparation of receiving additional equipment from Kononenko so that they can begin to make their way to the Strela boom that is located at the interface between the Piers docking compartment and the other modules of the Russian segment of the station. The Strela boom is the 49-foot telescoping boom that one of two such cranes that will be used by Kononenko to be transported to the work site eventually. At the bottom of your screen that you see there, that's the habitation module of the Soyuz MS-09 spacecraft, where he will conduct some invasive cutting of thermal insulation and a portion of the debris shield underneath for the inspection of the site correspondent to where the hole was detected inside the habitation module by Prokopiev and Alex Gerst back on August 29th that resulted in a temporary reduction in pressure inside the International Space Station, and which was subsequently sealed up in a rather swift repair technique that was executed using material soaked in epoxy sealant.
You want to tether yourself first? I think you should take out the Capot tool carrier first, then secure your safety tether outside.
До выхода из тени осталось 5 минут.
We have 5 minutes to installation. Copy.
Надо успевать.
We need to hurry.
Так, активно пошло охлаждение.
I can definitely tell the cooling kicking in.
Так, выводим КПО. Сейчас
Taking a Capot tool carrier out of the
транспортировка.
DC.
Один зафиксирован.
Equipment tether 1 is secured.
Так, второй, Серег. Наблюдаем, взял. И выводи. Так, зафиксировано КПО.
Capot is secured on 2 tethers to the EVA ladder, taking it out of the docking compartment.
И сразу же, ребят, после АСТР включаем камеру американских.
All right, we'll double check on the position of...
On the left side of your screen, very obvious from this camera that was mounted in a window inside the International Space Station, is the Rosviet module, otherwise known as the Mini Research Module 1, or MRM-1. This component was launched aboard the shuttle Atlantis on the STS-132 mission on May 14th, 2010, installed on the Russian segment of the International Space Station on May 18th of that year during the shuttle flight and that particular assembly flight of the International Space Station.
Middle position, about center.
Our coverage throughout. One question from Mariah asked NASA a moment ago: green, red, and white sparkling dots. They are indicators are affected in. No, not the effect of stars. Sergei Prokopiev, wearing the suit with the blue stripe, is the ISS Progress supplies and fuel for to burn up in the Earth's atmosphere in late January.
Turning off U.S. helmet lights. Yes. Control system. Which switch should be in the BO5 panel? Is that switch in the middle position?
We are in a momentary loss of link video from the station control center in Korolyov outside of Moscow to the southwest of Perth, Australia.
Sergey, you'll be working with on Capot via the SM aft antenna.
На ЭРО.
And Oleg, actually, I think it would be better if you
Смещаюсь вдоль малого диаметра.
Американский.
guys, can you? Okay.
That with the helmet cameras, you'll be seeing the views, walking work throughout the day. Camera will be number 20.
To be illuminated. It is on.
Но картинки пока не...
In translation.
Вниз. Пока достать не могу. Так, достал. Вот подсвечивать.
Starting to get lighter. The sun is up.
КПУ цепляю на свой.
Small hook from the KPU is going to be tethered towards
Sergei Prokopiev, the suit bearing the blue stripes, embarking on the second spacewalk of his career, the first having been conducted back in August, a 7-hour, 46-minute spacewalk that he conducted at that time. He will be in the center seat of the Soyuz MS-09 as the Soyuz commander next week when it undocks from the International Space Station, flanked to his left by Alex Gerst and to his right by Serena Aunin-Chancellor for the descent back to Earth and a parachute-assisted landing on the steppe of Kazakhstan to wrap up their 6+ month mission.
Yes. I'm actually next to the Icarus payload right now.
Так, иду в сторону третьей плоскости.
And I'm translating towards plane 3.
Сереж, нам нужно... Ты где сейчас находишься?
Я сейчас около 9-го иллюминатора.
Принято. И дальше уходишь
Даже круговых
в сторону
поручней.
4-й.
4-й точно.
Здесь стоят 2 телескопа больших.
There should be 2 telescopes installed there. I see them.
You can see in this view the that long crane that is right next to Prokopiev. That is one of the 2 telescoping Strela booms. Again, Strela, the Russian word for arrow, operated from a so-called operator's post at its base. This crane can be extended to its full length of 49 feet and can be used to maneuver crew members back and forth to various work sites on the Russian segment of the station. In this case today, it will be Kononenko who will install foot restraints on that crane and then will be maneuvered, swung over basically, first to the Zarya module, the first component ever launched to the International Space Station. He will disembark from the first of these 2 Strela cranes, then will mount himself on the second crane to be swung over into the worksite area at the Soyuz MS-09 that is mated to the Rassvet module on the Earth-facing side of the International Space Station's Russian segment.
No, that's fine. Do you see the grapple fixture? Not
And a good view of Oleg Kononenko now in the 4th spacewalk of his career.
Again, Oleg, I'm trying to figure out where you are. All right. Just as a reference point, I have progress underneath me. I'm using circumferential handrails towards the FGB, around SM aft antenna, if that makes any difference. Okay, I got it. I'm with you now. Are you going to be anywhere near EV2 hatch soon? I sure hope so. Okay. We could have taken a shorter translation path, but that's fine. It's a mute point right now. I'm sorry. Say what? Nothing. Keep going, Oleg. This is EV2. I am at the transfer point between small and large SM diameter, and I'm going to tether myself to the gap spanners. Copy. And you're getting close to РМД, Universal Work Platform, on plane 4. And then you're going to translate on, as we agreed, towards SMF. Sure. Do you want me to arrive from plane 3 or plane 1 side? Plane 3. Copy. Then I need to go down a little. Concur.
Так. Так, я в районе УРМД.
CV2, I'm in the vicinity of URMD.
Good close-up view of Oleg Kononenko. He will be the one with the cutting tools at the habitation module of the Soyuz MS-09 later today, as he will cut a small piece of insulation away from the habitation module near a series of insignias that are sewn onto the fabric of the insulation of the upper portion of the Soyuz MS-09. Now our first view of the helmet camera of Sergei Prokopiev, designated by the number 20 that you'll see in a ghost-like figure at the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Kononenko again will be using cutting tools to cut away a small piece of insulation and then a small piece of the micrometeoroid orbital debris shield, the MMOD shield, underneath to expose the hull of the habitation module that will be correspondent to the area inside the habitation module where the hole was detected back on August 29th, traced to the leak and a reduction in pressure inside that Soyuz spacecraft and the International Space Station. That hole was quickly patched up by Prokopiev and Alexander Gerst using epoxy sealant material, some of which is expected to be seen that would have extruded through the hole and be visible in the outside hull. It will be Kononenko taking video through a GoPro camera as well as digital still imagery of that material, and will use swabs to collect small samples of that material to be placed in a sealant container and brought back to Earth for analysis by Russian engineers on the ground.
But we still have a good visual on you from the external cameras. Excellent. I'm securing my large small red to the foot restraint. This is Sergey.
Его добавляй, а принесешь еще его на этом мясом, который закрепишь за свой пород.
Да, принято.
Copy, and use a gap spanner as another tether point. Understand and work.
Да, принял. Или сначала расфиксирую якорь, а потом перецеплю мягкий поручень.
Right, and I'm going to unlock the foot restraint first, and then I'm going to retether to the gap spanners. Agreed.
Раскручиваю. Винтовой держатель. Так, зафиксировал.
And doing the threaded lock, the foot restraint is released.
ЛРА.
Сереж, не спеши. Да, вышел?
Да. Почти вышел.
Принято.
Половину.
Sergey, take your time.
Надо ровно красиво его, там достаточно маленький зазор в диаметре. Поэтому пойти желательно.
Is the lock completely out? Almost. Copy. Keep holding it in place.
Фиксирован мягкими переменной длины фал.
I understand. And it's actually secured by two tethers.
А второй закрепи там за
Which one should I
УРМД.
take with me? The one that's tethered to the base.
Забираешь и все.
You can actually grab any one of those two. Copy.
Олег.
Да. Подхожу к...
Oleg, yes, I'm getting close to the grapple fixture.
На
I see that.
закрепляешь укладку, и одновременно
Secure
изолирующий контейнер с крылок
the bundle to the
его закрепляешь на кольце.
to one of the tethers. And the equipment tether needs to be also secured to the transportation ring on the Strela.
Минут 3-4
Copy.
минуты. Не удивляйтесь.
And actually, we might go LOS on this event for about 3 to 4 minutes.
Хорошо, принято.
Copy.
"31 minutes into today's spacewalk, a good view of the two cosmonauts, Oleg Kononenko and Sergei Prokopyev, who began the 213th spacewalk in the history of station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades at 9:59 a.m. Central Time. The station currently flying from southwest to northeast over the Pacific Ocean, just to the east of New Zealand. The two cosmonauts, once again, are gathering tools, configuring all of their equipment that they will use in the extension of the Strela boom. They're right by that boom as you see it, one of two such space cranes that will be used to swing Kononenko over to the work site, where he will perform the cutting of thermal insulation and a portion of a debris shield on the Soyuz MS-09, the upper section of that called the habitation or orbital module, where they will inspect the external hull correspondent to the area inside that Soyuz, where a hole was detected back on August 29th that was associated and traced to a decrease in pressure inside the space station. We've now lost our video signal for a few minutes from the tracking and data relay satellite system. We'll be regaining that signal just a few minutes from now. Again, a view of the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov, where the Russian flight controllers are orchestrating today's spacewalk and watching over the shoulders of Kononenko and Prokopyev as they conduct their work. Inside the International Space Station, while Prokopyev and Kononenko are going about their business outside today, are the other four crew members of the Expedition 57 crew. Station Commander Alexander Gerst, who will hand over command of the station a week from today, actually, to Oleg Kononenko, and Serena Anand Chancellor are working on a variety of maintenance tasks and other work associated with the unloading of cargo from the recently arrived SpaceX Dragon cargo ship that is bolted onto place on the Earth-facing side of the Harmony module of the International Space Station. The newly arrived NASA flight engineer Anne McLean and the Canadian Space Agency flight engineer David St. Jacques are conducting orientation work, brand new to the station, as they familiarize themselves with station systems that they'll be working and operating on over the next 6.5 months.
Ребят, связь есть, если что, вызывайте.
The comm is back. We just had a brief handover, so we can continue talking.
GoPro пока не включать.
So do you want me to deactivate GoPro? Yes, we don't need it right now. Copy.
Once again, back with our downlink video from the International Space Station, a good view of the two cosmonauts working alongside the Pirs docking compartment as they set up their equipment right by that pole that you see. That is called the Strela 1 boom, one of two such cranes that, as we've mentioned, Kononenko will use to be transported ultimately to the Zarya module of the International Space Station, and then he'll hitch a ride for a short period of time on the second of the two Strela cranes from Zarya over to the work site at the Soyuz MS-09 vehicle that is mated to the Rosviet module on the Earth-facing side of the Russian segment of the complex.
Copy. Sergey, can you please also inspect the handrails on the SM side? Let me use the ring handrails, and I will move a little bit further to plane 2. And after that, I will try to approach Strela boom. No, let us follow the procedure, Sergey. All right. Then,
continuing to take social media questions throughout our coverage of today's spacewalk by Kononenko and Prokopiev. One question from Rudy: why not use the Canadarm robotic arm for the inspection of the return vehicles like the Soyuz? Very good question. The answer is the Canadarm2 does not have the reach from its location on the U.S. segment of the International Space Station to have a clean and up-close view of the work sites on the Russian segment of the station. That's why the Russians elect to use the cosmonauts for eyeballs on the work site and the area of the habitation module of the Soyuz vehicle in question today.
unintelligible.
Серег, я пока укладку закрепил, уже пошел вниз.
Sergey, I have secured the kit and I'm going down.
В смысле, остался что?
What do you mean? Oleg, can you please repeat? I'm talking about the isolation container. Maybe it was already left where it was. I'm going down to the Strela boom. You will see the hatch 1 and you will see the round handrails in front of it. Number 1. Let me translate. Yes. Oleg.
Смотри, заходишь для удлинителя, видишь VL1.
You will need to find the extension tethers.
один, а в другую сторону спускаешься по кольцевым поручням.
And you will need to translate on the side of those tethers to the round handrails when you see them. Okay, copy.
Я подошел к поручню
I'm near the handrails,
на малом диаметре.
near the small vestibule.
Узел видишь? Стрелы.
So,
Да, видел.
Ну все, давай,
Сейчас
двигай.
видел, ноги.
I'm not seeing it right now. Okay, stand by one. Okay, copy.
Сереж, и у тебя дополнительная задача получится в том плане, что закрепляешь
And
на такелажном
you can start the timer.
изолирующий контейнер.
You will need to remove the isolation container from the kit. Unintelligible.
Хорошо, принято.
Okay, copy.
Олег, твои картинки с камеры так мы не наблюдаем. Тогда
Oleg, we cannot see anything from your camera.
Я по стреле перемещаюсь.
I am moving along the Strelaboom.
только ноги твои.
Copy.
Картинки дальше не видно.
Что видите?
Ну как ты ушел из экрана по стреле?
Unintelligible.
Ну, понятно.
Understood.
Я в районе 8-го иллюмината.
I'm near window 8.
Наблюдаю знаменитое полотенце.
I can see the famous blanket, or rather towel, that was left here by the previous generations.
И мы видим твою
Yes,
камеру, наблюдаем.
we can see
И вот это полотенце.
your camera and the telemetry, Oleg, and we can see the picture from your camera. Copy.
Так, я перешел на выходное устройство.
Хорошо.
I'm near the output device. Copy.
Перемещайтесь в сторону противоположного узла.
And move up to the grapple fixture.
Олег, ты где?
Oleg, where are you?
Да.
I'm here.
Я на мобильном звене.
I'm here.
Вот сейчас стою и думаю, куда идти.
I'm thinking where to go now.
То есть мне на кольцевой поручень идти влево.
So I should move to the left from the handrail.
Оператора, то есть
Вот смотри,
Look.
я сейчас смотрю на адаптер. Может, я еще и адаптер?
I am facing the adapter. Do you want me to remove the adapter as well?
сними адаптер,
Yes, your go.
тогда здесь
Then secure it there,
и
or secure it on yourself, rather.
уходи на себя, будет правильнее.
Okay.
Уходи с ним на шарике.
Так, я его закрепил.
I have secured it on the large red.
Принято.
Copy.
Так, сейчас надо его отвязать.
I need to untie it.
Две проволоки, Олег.
There should be wire ties there.
Я вижу.
Yes, I can see the two wire ties.
Так, я еще одну проволоку отвязал и закрепил.
I have unsecured another white eye, and I secured it on this small red. Copy.
Адаптер с датчиками.
And now move towards the adapter. Copy.
Так, вот смотри,
All right. Look,
адаптер с датчиками, он
the adapter with the sensors.
Ты его забрал, да?
So you have retrieved it.
я сейчас тест вижу, да, этот я
Sergey, yes, I can see the test science equipment. So do I need to move towards the test science equipment or in the opposite direction to take photographs?
Значит, переходишь через балку.
So should I move towards the test science equipment?
я сейчас стою на стороне.
I'm standing
Ну, то есть, я имею в виду в противоположную сторону.
here and I really try to figure out where to go. So should I go towards the test equipment or in the opposite direction?
На первом люке видишь тест.
On, you're saying EV
Лицом. Я смотрю лицом на ВЛ, значит, ухожу.
A hatch? Yes. So that means I'm moving to the right. So everything else remains to the left from me.
Ты должен увидеть
One more time.
60,
What can you see?
60,
You-
60, 17.
What can you see? No. 0966.
60, 21, 60, 22.
I'm standing right at the so-called
60, 20, 60,
intersection of 6021 and 6022.
15.
You will need to move towards 6017.
Переходишь сначала на 20-й
First, you'll need to move to the
балку.
to the handrail 6020. You'll need to cross the boom.
Все увидел, да?
Oh, I have already
60, 19, да.
seen where
Идешь до
I need to go, so I've seen 6020, 6019, so on. And then you'll see hatch number 2.
Так, я нахожусь в районе
I'm
такелажного.
near the grapple fixture.
Подошел. Меня видишь, Серег?
Хорошо.
Sergey, can you see me? Yes, I can see you upside down.
Сереж, не спеша.
Sergey, so no rush.
Укладку в плане того, что снимай изолирующие контейнеры.
You will need to
Да? Если
remove the isolation container. You will need to untie wire ties
Да, принято.
and secure them on the
Ну, якорь, который сейчас на...
D-ring.
Мне его, может, сначала...
Copy. Do you want me to secure the foot restraint on the fixture? Yes, of course. You will need to do that first.
Принято.
Copy all.
Сергей, якорь креплю на такелажный узел, а не на
Sergey, do you want me to secure the foot restraint
нет, нет, на такелаж.
on the fixture or on the ring? You will need to do that, secure it on the fixture. Okay, copy.
Серег, я укладывал...
Sergey, I have secured the kit on the tether. I've tethered it. Wait a minute.
Что такое, Олег?
What happened, Oleg?
Солнце прям в глаза.
The sun is too bright.
Так. Так, вот они уже в поле видимости.
So they're here, they're visible already.
Хорошо. Значит, Олег, просьба такая.
Oleg,
Разместись поудачней, и нас интересует
I have a request for you, so you will need to
secure the kit, and we are interested in the photographs on the other side. Okay, I understand. Let me see. The sun is so warm, so it's really bright.
Так.
Let me see.
Серег, я правильно понимаю, GoPro включаю?
Sergey, did I understand it correctly that I'm going to activate GoPro? Yes, your Go.
Он должен работать не только видео, но и фото, я так
Да, да.
Unintelligible.
по рекомендации.
Copy. So these are our recommendations.
Да, мне что-то солнце засвечивает.
The sun is really bright. It's really hard to see anything. I can't see any red light.
Якорь на двух фалах.
The foot restraint has been secured to the fixture with two tethers. One end of the tether was secured on the EVA2 carrier and the other one on the fixture. Okay, copy.
Олег, это по возможности.
I'll need to figure it out how to do that. Okay, copy.
Схватить не знаешь,
I really don't know how to grab it,
Так, взял.
move it. Okay.
Надо бы, знаешь, ручки к таким камерам приделать.
We really need to attach some big handles to such small cameras because otherwise it's almost impossible to adjust them. So, Oleg, were you talking about the camera?
Ну, понимаешь, я...
Yes, I'm holding it with my fingers.
Ну, я сейчас вот отпустил обе руки.
And I'm afraid to release it. Okay, copy.
Лечу вокруг.
And I'm floating around them. I don't know if it's visible or not.
Расфиксирую фал, в котором...
I have unsecured the tether. I have
транспортировочному устройству.
removed the tether that will be used for fixture securing. Copy.
У него есть флажок, чтобы
Sergey, there should be a flag,
Чтоб СТУ не крутилось.
and you should engage it.
не кольцо, а не крутил. Вот тут смотри, есть стрела, кончается металлическим звеном.
So I would like to explain it to you. So the Strelaboom has a metal end.
И чуть дальше, там в начале, где начинаются углепластиковые звенья,
A little bit further out there, where there are
металлического звена
plastic parts.
в закрытое положение.
So you will need to
Хорошо.
move that switch in the closed position. Let me move closer first.
Олег, получается?
Okay, it is in the closed position,
Прикрепил камеру на грудь.
and I have attached the camera right on my chest,
Обратную сторону от иллюминатора.
and in the opposite direction than the window. Copy. So it should take you 20 to 30 seconds
Не выключать.
maximum. So do you want me to leave the camera on? Yes. Oh no, Oleg, you will need to deactivate the camera.
Аккумуляторы тратить.
Let us save the battery power. Okay.
И перед переходом попробуй все-таки дотянуться до своей американской камеры.
And try to use the SOS camera
Хорошо.
before you translate further. Okay? Let me see.
This is Mission Control Houston, 54 minutes into today's planned 6.5-hour spacewalk. A good view of Oleg Kononenko, the lead spacewalker of the duo outside of the International Space Station at this hour. Kononenko by the Poisk module, which is on the space-facing side of the Russian segment of the International Space Station, having made his way to that location. It's an interim stop where he will begin to install a foot restraint onto the end of the Strela boom that you see on the right side of your screen, that 49-foot long telescoping crane that he will ride over from that location to the Zarya module of the International Space Station, which just celebrated the 20th anniversary of its launch last month to inaugurate the International Space Station era.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Copy.
Двумя карабинами пристегнул.
I've used 2 hooks to attach it.
The International Space Station is about to cross the border between Mexico and Texas, about to fly directly over Brownsville on a path that will take it just to the east of Houston on this particular orbit of the Earth, flying from southwest and northeast in an orbit inclined 51.6 degrees to either side of the equator.
So that when Oleg translates to that zone, he wouldn't waste more time trying to find it. Copy all. Let me see. Sergey, the flag that we talked about, which position do you want me to put it in? In the position that will make sure that the entire assembly does not rotate or move. So my understanding is that it is in the open position right now. You will need to move it to the closed. All right? Done? Okay, Sergey, thank you. I'm right across the grapple fixture and the lock of the grapple fixture. What did you want me to do here? You will need to see where the hook is attached to the body. And to help Oleg in advance, Oleg is right next to me. Right next to me. All right. Oleg, do you need assistance? No? I'm on the boom. Okay, Oleg. Your further actions are as follows. Oleg, you will need to move to the grapple fixture. You will accommodate yourself. Then you will move to the operator's post, copy, together with the ring. And After that, you start moving the boom towards the FGB. Copy? Copy all. I'm holding the boom to prevent it from moving. I can see the grapple fixture. Oleg, your target is on the left, or to the left from you. Copy. I've jumped over it.
Again, Oleg Kononenko moving up the length of the Strela 1 boom, 49 feet in length. He will be maneuvered by Sergei Prokopiev, who will be at the so-called operator's post of this first of two such space cranes that Kononenko will ride to finally reach the work site at the top of the Soyuz MS-09 vehicle, called the habitation module, that is linked to the Rosviet module of the International Space Station on the Earth-facing side of the complex.
Very good. So if there is a LOS, continue working. Until you will have to demate the Strela boom. So you will have to wait for my go. Copy that. Are you holding, Sergei? Yes, I'm holding the boom so that it doesn't...
Once again, momentary loss of downlink video as we move between satellites on the tracking and data relay satellite system. Just over 1 hour into today's spacewalk as Kononenko and Prokopiev are preparing the Strela boom, the first of two such cranes that are used to maneuver Russian crew members outside of the Russian segment of the station from one work site to another. Kononenko will ride this boom over to the Zarya module. He'll dismount the first of the two cranes and plant his feet into a foot restraint on the second of the two cranes to make his way to the work site where the leak detection work at the top of the Soyuz MS-09 will take place. Once again, the whole exercise of today's spacewalk is not to repair anything. The Soyuz MS-09 has long been since declared fit to return to Earth next week, with Prokopiev, Alex Gerst, and Serena Anand-Chancellor following the detection of a 1/10 of an inch hole in the inside of the habitation or orbital module, the upper section of that Soyuz, back on August 29th, that caused a temporary loss of pressure. Prokopiev and Gerst shored up and repaired that leak through the use of material soaked in epoxy. The exercise today is a data collection exercise only, in which Kononenko will cut back about a 10-inch piece of insulation on the habitation module, and then a portion of the orbital debris shield underneath, peeling back that orbital debris shield to expose the outer hull of the habitation module, correspondent with the area inside where the leak was detected, to see if any of the epoxy sealant may have extruded through the hull. They'll take samples of that material, put it in a container to be brought back to Earth so that Russian specialists can conduct an analysis of that material that should be helpful in refining and improving leak detection and repair capability in the future.
On a boom, and I will monitor my movement. Just let me find my place here. Sergei, as soon as you have a chance to move along the boom, you can take KPU to career and go to your post. Okay, so I am secured now on the boom. Okay, let me release some slack here. Copy.
Отцепляю тебя за... А это я отсоединять буду, Серега.
So I will demate this, Sergey. This is EV1.
Вот он, да.
Yes, yeah.
Раз.
Look here, Oleg. You can secure it in this location. Copy.
Олег, когда
Oleg, this is Moscow.
разместишься,
When you are secured, take some rest,
на пост оператора.
and Sergey will translate to the operator's post.
Это что? Вот за него. Серег, я держу.
Sergey, I'm holding it, and you can secure it to this point.
Так, ну я могу, в принципе, так перепрыгнуть.
You know, I can actually jump over, and will you be able to do it with the tether? I will try.
Да, я под стрелу иду.
So, just duck under
Ну
the
так,
boom.
Сереж, ты далеко еще не ушел?
Sergey, you are not very far away.
сейчас мы размещаемся. Все, я отошел, Серег, давай. Я начинаю движение.
I'm starting the movement, Moscow.
Попробуй Олегу еще раз передернуть телевизионную камеру на шлемную.
Sergey, could you, before you go, could you please try again to help Oleg with the camera, with the helmet camera? Okay.
Так. Загорелось.
Yeah, so the
А ты включи, выключи. Я уже один.
LED is illuminated, so you can try to
Скажите, если получится.
power cycle it. So, Moscow, are you receiving the image?
На шлемных камер.
Yes, we are receiving the image from both cameras. Great. So, Sergey, you can start moving. Will do.
Корпуса такелажного узла по моей команде.
Oleg, and you will get ready for my go to leave the to work with the grapple fixture. Copy.
Надо будет посмотреть, как нам. Да, я за тебя уйду. Вот как ты меня подтянул. Ага. Как в прошлый раз ушел. И все.
You know, let's do it like we did last time. I just
Нет. Как я далеко ушел.
went, you know, over your back. You know, it's very far from the boom.
And now our first view from Oleg Kononenko's helmet camera as he looks at Sergei Prokopyev. Once again, they're in the process of setting up all of the equipment on the Strela boom or crane that Kononenko will use to ride over to the Zarya module of the International Space Station, the first of two such rides he will take to get to the work site where he will cut into thermal insulation and a piece of the debris shield on the upper portion of the Soyuz MS-09 vehicle. The helmet camera designation has changed from what we told you earlier. Kononenko's helmet camera is number 17. Prokopiev's helmet camera is number 20, but nonetheless, this is the view from Oleg Kononenko's helmet camera.
You know, I raised the shade, and it was a mistake. Okay, so I demated it, and I'm starting the movement. This is EV2. So you secured it with the white eye, Sergey? Yes, that's correct. I'm starting the movement along the boom. This is EV2, and I'm heading to the operator's post. Copy, Sergey.
Сразу размещайся, чтобы тебе было удобно работать с органами управления стрелы.
As soon as you are at the location, could you please see
Напомню,
so that everything is convenient for your operation there?
градусов на 70. Потом мы делаем выдвижение. Да, потом газу выдвижение метра на 2, на 3 вперед.
Okay, so once you are there, you will have to move
Начинаем движение.
about 2 or 3 meters forward and then start moving towards FGB.
И там
Copy.
больше будет ваше взаимодействие по причаливанию и вообще от Олега будет основная информация.
And then Oleg will advise you what to do next, and you will talk to each other there at the location. Okay, so I have the anchor in my hand, and capo is kind of flapping around.
Ну а дальше уже по поручню.
Okay, so I'm at the mobile unit now. Copy.
Так, перехожу. Сейчас перелезу через стрелу.
Okay, so let me go over the boom. This is EV2.
Там кольцо есть, зацепить за поручень?
Sergey, do you have a ring? Do you have a place to secure the ring so that it does not fly away? Yes, there is a location to secure the ring. Okay, very good.
Солнышко помогает.
Well, the sun is on our side here. It's helping us.
Ты проволокой крепишь, да?
Are you using the wire tie,
Фиксируешь сейчас.
Sergey? Okay, so let me release S2 here.
Так.
Ребят, напоминаю,
Guys, this is Moscow. A reminder.
будет через 10 минут вход в тень.
We'll have eclipse in 10 minutes. Copy.
Даже не через 10, а через 5.
Well, actually, correction. In 5 minutes, we will go into eclipse.
Да, наблюдаем.
Yeah, we are observing that, Moscow. Thank you.
Сергей, а поручень 1061 на ПГО?
Sergey, what about the handrail?
10:30.
Is it 1061? No, it is 1031.
Он где?
Where is it?
Какой на гермоадаптере?
Is it on PHOR or in GA? It is at the end of the radiator. It's PGO, actually, location. Okay, and the number is 1031. It is the last rail before the transition to GA,
Ага, хорошо.
or pressurized adapter. You will also see ring handrails there.
Ага.
Copy.
Ну как, Серег?
Sergey, how are you feeling? Well, I'm moving, actually.
Фиксировал.
I have
Ты проволокой?
secured still with a wire tie.
Сейчас. Сергей, как у нас с графиком?
Sergey, what about the
Работаем. И не
plan?
спеша работаем.
How are we on the timeline? You know, you have time, guys. Don't be in a hurry. Okay, copy that.
Изолируйся, контейнер сейчас. Заведу, чтобы он
Okay, let me
болтался, мешал нам.
move the container, and I will actually secure STO
А ты
on
потом
the
всё обратно
container.
в контейнер потащишь.
Yeah, but then you will have to go back with this S2, and then you will have to drag the container with you in this case. Okay, let me secure it here.
Сереж, напоминаю,
This is Moscow, guys, a reminder. Yes, go ahead.
работаешь одним приводом, закрываешь его ручку, переходишь к работе с другим.
You work first with one drive, then close the handle, and then start working with the other drive. That's the order of things. Copy?
Сергей, огни уже на трассе горят.
Sergey, I can see the lights on the route. You can see them? Yes?
Горят, хорошо.
Yes, so, you know, the light is very bright. Okay, so I have arrived on the post. This is Sergey. Oleg, are you ready to work with the tethers? Yes. The mate, the tether.
Страховочные были на стреле.
Your safety should be on the boom. And Oleg will secure it to the rail. Okay, I will secure my tether. So this is Sergey. I'm on the post. So one tether should be secured to the lanyard and the other to the rail, handrail. Copy. I am inside the foot restraint. Okay, let's move on. Sergey, you can open the drive on pitch. And Oleg, could you please monitor it very closely? Well, I'm facing Sergey right now. Do you see inaudible? Well, this is the most important thing to see. Well, it is moving very fast, actually. Yes, I released the handle. Copy. Sergey, a reminder. Try to do one rotation every 3 seconds. Copy. And if you know it is faster, then stop immediately. Copy. So I am egressing the anchor. Yes. You can actually secure your left leg on the right bracket. Okay, this is extension, right? That is closer to the anchor. Yes. When you egress the anchor, so this is the handle that allows you to extend or to decrease. Oleg, we see how you are moving. I am moving. I am translating. No, you are moving. Yes, you are moving, Oleg. And I'm rotating. Now I have the sensation of the movement. This is EV1. Sergey, don't be in a hurry with the rotation. Sergey, please be careful. The radiators are there, mind you. Yes, if you know it's too fast, you can stop it. You have stopped it. Yes. Oleg, this is Serena, and we looking at you from cupolar windows. That's great. I think the pictures will be very dramatic. All right, now I'm facing the radiators right now, and I see the solar arrays. Everything is fine. So you can look towards the American segment. Of course, I cannot see American segment. Well, radiators are very far away, so there is a good gap everywhere. Well, radiators now are a little bit too close for my liking, but the distance is still quite good. So
1 hour, 19 minutes into today's spacewalk, Oleg Kononenko taking a ride on a Russian space crane called the Strela Boom as he is being maneuvered at the bottom of your screen, being maneuvered by Sergei Prokopiev at the so-called operator's post.
Well, Sergei, maybe we should...
Swinging over from the Poisk module and the Pirs docking compartment over to the Zarya module on the Russian segment of the station, where he will then make an interim stop and ride a second space crane over to the Rosviet module, to which the Soyuz MS-09 is docked. Kononenko on the fourth spacewalk of his career, Prokopiev in the second spacewalk of his career, working in tandem to conduct an inspection of the area on the external hull of the Soyuz MS-09, correspondent to an area where a hole was detected back on August 29th, and where pressure was leaking out of the International Space Station. That hole quickly repaired by Prokopiev and Alex Gerst using an epoxy sealant. Samples of that sealant that may have extruded through the hull of the Soyuz habitation module will be collected and returned to Earth for analysis by Russian engineers.
I'm starting the maneuver towards FGB. Oleg, do that. So yes, I have performed the maneuver. Sergei, I cannot see radiators. Copy that, Oleg, but I can see the solar arrays and I can see FGB. Well, right now I'm in a very good position. Yes, I have secured the handle, Oleg, and I'm starting the rotation. Oleg, this is Moscow. Can you see FGB from your position? I can see it very clearly. I can see radiators and the plane and the solar arrays, and kids are behind my back. Copy that. This is Sergei. I'm rotating it slowly. You know, when we come closer to the array, then we will have to go up a little bit. You know, Oleg, we should approach the radiator that is on the left. Copy.
Серег, может быть, подсократить чуть-чуть, чтобы радиатор, на себя движение.
Sergei, maybe we should change the movement. You know, when we approach the solar arrays, I will go too low, I think. We'll try to approach it slowly. You know, on the course, yes, on the course, the solar array is on the right from you. Okay, let me release the handle here. This is EV2. Sergei, stop. I think we are moving up too much. Maybe we should go a little bit down, but when we approach the solar, when I approach the solar arrays, then stop and then start moving again. Copy that. Now you should be moving a little bit down. This is fine, and also, you know, move me to the left a little bit. You know, I cannot do it at the same time. Well, now it is just fine. Stop here. Okay, I am securing the handle. Sergei, I'm too close to the radiator. I have stopped the movement. Now please go, let me go down a little bit. Copy.
Давай вниз, 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 вниз.
More down, more down.
Все, тихонечко, все, разогнались.
Okay.
Kononenko being maneuvered over to the Zarya module on the end of the Strela boom, the first of two space cranes he will ride to get to the area in which the inspection will take place on the Soyuz MS-09 vehicle that will return to Earth next Wednesday for a landing in Kazakhstan, with Sergei Prokopyev, Alexander Gerst, and Serena Aunen-Chancellor back with downlink television now. The International Space Station flying over Egypt, moving from northwest to southeast. Kononenko in the suit with the red stripes as he is being maneuvered by Prokopyev, who is at the so-called operator's post at the base of this crane.
A little bit, and I cannot see the solar array very well. So you have stopped the movement? Yes, but I can see that about 4 meters, to solar arrays. I want to have my legs down a little bit. From your feet towards the solar arrays, there are at least 2 meters. For some reason I don't understand, Sergei, why I'm moving. So I cannot understand where is this movement coming from. Like on a fish on a fish hook. I have secured myself properly, I think. Can you see how I'm moving? Can you see that, Sergei? Yes, I can see that. I'm trying to move you a little bit down, but there is a safe distance towards the radiator. You won't be able to reach the radiator. The solar rays are close. I have stopped the movement, Oleg. Now I'm moving it on the course. I think I'm just opposite the solar array. Yes, that's right. So the kit is moving too. You should catch the anchor. I should catch the anchor. It is moving away. Yes, I have to catch the anchor now. Okay, Sergei, this is EV1. I'm trying to catch the anchor. It is moving away. Now you can start the movement. Oleg, do you see the distance towards the radiator? I can see the solar arrays below me. It's a safe distance towards radiator right now. Well, so can you see solar arrays? No, I do not see the plane. Okay, let me secure the handle and have a look, Oleg. Guys, let us see where is FGB, and then you will be able to understand where you are. FGB is below me. Copy, Oleg. We are not exactly in parallel. I think we should move a little bit on the course. Yes, that's right.
Нам далеко выдвигаться вперед.
What I would do, this is EV2, I would approach FGB, then do a maneuver. Okay, how are you doing, Sergei? I have stopped the movement. Sergei, this is Oleg. I suggest we start moving down a little bit. Okay, I'm right now in a good position. This is EV1. I'm bringing you down, Oleg. The anchor is moving and flapping around. I'm holding the KPU kit right now. Now, Sergey, I'm holding the anchor as well. I'm like a woman at the marketplace. I have everything in my hands. Now the movement is nominal. Okay, on the right there is an antenna, and I'm approaching the antenna. There are two antennas, carrot-like antennas, but we are still far from the how. We're still far from the hull. You know, if you face the this is Moscow. Then, okay, Sergey, I think we should slow the movement. I cannot see solar arrays. I am hanging over the solar array. So you can move me to the right a little bit. Now I'm parallel to the cables that are routed there. Yes, I can see that. I will move it a little. I will move you a little bit to the right. The radiators are at a safe distance. American radiators. Yes, that's right. Now you can move a little bit forward.
And then you will move it lower. Okay. Okay, we'll start the extension. Move more to the right, by the right, just a little bit. Okay. Because I think the panel is closer than I thought. Is it? Okay, yes, that's okay. That's fine. You can move it. Okay, let's go. Well, you're like a crane operator, level 5. Why, sure am. Okay, just keep moving. Excellent. Okay, so we're moving beyond the antennas, correct? Yes, that's for sure. We still have enough clearance.
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour 32 minutes into today's spacewalk by Oleg Kononenko and Sergei Prokopyev. Kononenko and Prokopyev will ultimately wind up at the inspection area at the very top portion of the Soyuz MS-09 called the habitation module that is docked to the Rosviet module on the Earth-facing side of the Russian segment of the station to conduct an inspection of the area underneath thermal insulation and a piece of debris shield that is correspondent to where a hole was detected inside the habitation module back on August 29th, traced to the cause of a pressure leak inside the space station that was quickly remedied through a repair technique by Prokopyev and Alexander Gerst at that time. Since then, pressure inside the MS-09 has been holding rock steady. This is not a repair effort today. It's forensic surgery, if you will, to collect data that will be used for analysis by Russian engineers on the ground in the improvement and formulation of new and better leak inspection techniques and repair techniques for future spacecraft. These two Strela booms that are being employed by the cosmonauts to maneuver around the Russian segment of the station have a storied history. Back on October 8th, 2001, during Expedition 3, Vladimir Dezhurov and Mikhail Turin installed the first of these booms, the same one that you're seeing Kononenko riding on the end of, onto the Pirs docking compartment during a spacewalk. A few months later, in January of 2002, Expedition 4 crew members Yuri Anufrienko and NASA astronaut Carl Walls relocated a second Strela boom from the first of the pressurized mating adapters, PMA-1, to the Pirs docking compartment. In February of 2012, Anton Shkaplerov and Oleg Kononenko, appropriately, moved the first Strela boom from Pirs to the Poisk module during Expedition 30, And a few months later, in August of 2012, Yuri Malenchenko and Gennady Padalka moved the second Strela boom from Pirs to the Zarya module during Expedition 32. It is that boom that Kononenko will ultimately ride here a short time from now over to the inspection area at the top of the Soyuz MS-09.
Please move to the area. Remove the kits. And Sergey, you will move using a translation ring towards the grapple fixture. And Oleg, you will be moving away from the grapple fixture. Okay. And the kit that I brought with me with the grapple fixture, should I keep it here in operator's post? It is attached to the ring. Sergey, stop the movement. I think we missed it. Okay, that's it. Okay, stop. It's just keep moving. Okay. So I think we can move it down slowly, just from where you are now. Yes, no, I think I will have to move you in the flight direction. Okay. Starting the motion in the direction of the flight and left now. Okay, it's not moving down, just to the left. Well, it's just appears so. I confirm motion. I can reach the GA pressurized adapter, okay? That means we're moving closer. Slowly. There's inertia here. Okay, so I'm releasing everything. Okay, Sergey, stand by. Let me get away from here. Please do not do anything now. Okay, the movement stopped. Okay. So the first hand contact. Contact with what? Okay, let me move closer. I cannot see handrail 231. The radiator and everything else. Can you see if the last handrail before the pressurized adapter, before GA, the last one? Yes, I can see it. Okay, can you move me away a little bit? So the kit that says MSS with the arrow on it, so then there is the radiator, the plate with two black marks. And I don't think it has any numbers on it. It's just all covered in paint. So should I hold that one? Yes, that will do. Okay. Okay. Cannot reach it yet. Okay, I am holding the handrail, and there is movement. I'm moving about. So is it moving somewhere or not? What about the length? Well, it's a bit too long. And then just let me know when I need to stop. Okay. So let's move towards the FGB, copy, move motion to the left. Sergey, stop. Okay. Are you secure? Okay. You can keep moving. Yes. I will move you down. Yes. Towards me. Okay. Okay, so it's sort of next to me.
Что-то как-то развернулось совсем.
So it is completely turned around.
10,
10,
10, 20.
1020, I think, handrail number 10020. Well, it should be 1030. This is Moscow. No, it says 1020. 1020. Okay, okay, Sergey, move me down.
Так, в какую сторону? Теперь
In which direction?
вниз, вот в эту сторону.
Face down. So in that direction. Okay, Oleg, can you see the two tubes near the FGB?
И надпись какая?
Well, yes, I confirm. Behind FGB plane 3. Yes, yes, it says FGB. 1. The first one to the left, third to the right. No, please do not move. Complete motion in this area. Well, it says 1020. Okay, Sergey, move me to over here.
Еще ниже.
Lower.
Ниже уже некуда.
I cannot move you any lower. It is already on FGB, basically.
Сейчас я туда. Кажется, так нормально. Фиксирую ее вот в этом.
It's fine like this. It's a good position. So should I secure it here? Yes. Okay, so we have secured it, and I'm starting the motion using translation ring STU. Okay, copy. This is Moscow copies. Is it plane 3? Yes. No. So operator's post should be to your left, Sergey. And shuttle grapple fixture. That's where the operator's post is. I cannot see it yet. I can see the airlock. Okay, I need to look around. Oleg, should you activate the lights as well? Okay, let me check. Just to make sure you're seeing everything better. And the sunrise will be in 5 minutes. Okay? Copy?
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour, 42 minutes into today's spacewalk. This view of Sergei Prokopiev securing the operator's post of the first of 2 Strela booms that are located on the International Space Station. This particular boom was used to maneuver Oleg Kononenko over to the Zarya module of the International Space Station, the first component ever launched in the station era, just over 20 years ago, back on November 20th, 1998.
Okay.
The station flying 250 miles over the Indian Ocean from northwest to southeast, soon to move into an orbital sunrise. You see Prokopiev working at this operator's post that is located around the Poisk module. In the lower left-hand corner of your screen is the Soyuz MS-11 spacecraft that launched just last week from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, with Kononenko as the Soyuz commander, David St. Jacques of the Canadian Space Agency, and Anne McClain of NASA.
So this is, you mean the right one, and I should move down on the left. Is that correct? No, Oleg, move 90 degrees more. Turn around. Okay, this is Sergey. I have started the motion. Okay. Excellent. And, well, there is a solar panel. I do not see the operator's post yet. There are handrails on the pressurized adapter on the GR.
Я только тут спустился.
Well, I just managed to move down, and the Soyuz is underneath me.
Давайте дождемся света.
Okay, so let's wait for the sunrise through the solar path. Okay, sounds good.
Отдохни, Олег.
Oleg, please rest.
Да, уже идет.
Okay, so it's starting already.
Так, окажусь. Смотри, панель влияния солнечных батарей.
Look, the solar arrays here, and let me move beneath the Strela boom.
Ну, я понял.
Okay, copy all. So I think we need to go from the other, to move to the other side of the airlock. And no, Oleg, no, let's not do that.
Надо выйти четко на третий площадь.
You need to move exactly towards plane 3.
Я вот стою на...
Well, I am at plane 3. It says FGB right here. Plane 3, plane 1 is to the right. Well, it's actually it's plane 4.
Тебе надо смотреть на
So this is plane 3.
четвертую площадь.
Okay, so you need to be looking towards plane 4.
Вот я в третьем смотрю на...
I am in plane 3, looking towards plane 4. I can see the airlock.
На самом гермоадаптере ты должен увидеть в середине гермоадаптера
And
такелажную шапку,
so
на которой...
what you should see is the grapple fixture that was used for shuttle, and that's your operator's post. No, I don't see it now, for now.
Пост оператора должен быть с другой стороны.
Operator's post should be located from the other side, on the other side of the pressurized adapter. Yes, I think so too.
Аэрлока. Я отсюда аэрлок не...
I do not see the airlock from here anyways. Well, not airlock, but no, actually. That's it.
Олег, надпись СМ, ШО, видишь?
Oleg, do you see the arrow and the designations?
Не, ну сейчас разберемся. Не вижу.
No, I don't see it for now, but let me look some more.
Ты пока идешь,
Здесь шузовая камера, здесь он ничего.
I don't see anything in that area where the airlock is. So I think that we need to move from the other side and down.
есть две мишени СВСовские, вы их видите?
Well, if you can see it from there, then you'll go for it. It's your decision.
Я прищавлю вот на СТС. Написано.
That's where I am now. It says MSS.
А, Сереж, а ты посмотри там.
And Sergey,
Я слева смотрю, а ты справа. Смотрите, и у меня...
can you look in that direction? So you see my feet are underneath the operator's post. And then there is the
Прорисован. Так, давай я
bagor
наверное, и пойду вниз
hook
ногами.
here. Okay, so let me move my feet down.
Потому что... Так, я вот перецепился на поручень.
Okay, I have reconnected to the handrail. I cannot see the number of that handrail.
Так, якорь.
Okay, so foot restraint, yakor, foot restraint.
Поручни.
Handrails.
Забрать, да? Вот это?
Okay, should I take it from you?
Берешь, а я КПУ, наверное, беру.
Yes, you take the foot restraint, and I will take KPO EV2 carrier. Okay,
А он на этом.
okay,
На КПУ где-то его цеплял, наверное.
and I think it is still there where you attached it to.
Тут поговорят. Поэтому продолжаем потихонечку работать, и можно...
Guys, keep working. We're going to have a com dropout, and also you may take a break if you'd like.
Так, поручни опять.
Okay, so the handrails, and then the boat hook, or is it not the boat hook, or is it the handrail? No, this is the
Него можно
boat hook.
карабины или нет?
So can we
Нет.
attach our hooks to it? No, you cannot. And the circular handrails are underneath. Sergey, can you see them? Can you see the circular handrails? Well, they're a bit too far. So let me hook my tether here. Okay, so give me the hook now. Okay. You got it? Yes.
The two cosmonauts working 1 hour and 50 minutes into today's spacewalk. They are right at the area of the Zarya module, having made their way, maneuvered from the Poisk module and the area of the Pirs docking compartment airlock all the way over to Zarya, the first stop en route to the movement of a second space crane, or Strela boom as it is known, that will take Oleg Kononenko and ultimately Prokopiev over to the work site of interest today, which is the habitation module, or the upper bulbous section of the three-section Soyuz MS-09 spacecraft, where Kononenko will use a series of tools to cut a 10-inch swath of insulation away from the habitation module, and underneath to cut a 10-inch section of orbital debris shield to expose the external hull of the Soyuz spacecraft, so that samples of any sealant material that may have extruded from the repair work that was done back on August 29th for a hole inside the habitation module can be collected and put in a sample container to be brought back to Earth for analysis by Russian engineers. You can see on the left side of your screen the accordion-like folded solar arrays. That is the solar array complement of one side of the Zarya module, no longer needed. The Zarya module now collecting power from the U.S. solar arrays. Those solar arrays were folded up and deactivated some years ago, but you can get a sense of where we're at here. The
okay, it's to your left.
Module at the very top of your screen in the center is the Bigelow expandable module, the beam as it is called, that was installed a couple of years ago at the International Space Station as an experimental test module.
Okay, let me rehook the other one. Okay, it is
the two cosmonauts are in the process of affixing foot restraints on the second of these two Strela booms that is not in the field of view at the moment. The Strela boom, this second of the two Strela booms, to be used again by Kononenko and Prokopiev to be able to move away from the Zarya module to the work site at the Soyuz MS-09. That Soyuz vehicle again will be undocked from the International Space Station a week from tomorrow evening, with Prokopiev, Serena Aunin Chancellor, and Alexander Gerst inside for their ride back to Earth to wrap up 197 days in space, 195 days aboard the International Space Station since their launch back on June 3rd, completing 3,152 orbits of the Earth in a mission that will have encompassed 83.3 million miles.
Like I said. And what are you doing now exactly? We're moving towards the operator's post using the boom. And then after that we will be moving towards the orbital module of Soyuz. Are you guys tired or not? No, there is work to do, so we'll keep working. Okay, guys. All the best to you. You're doing well, and I'm going to sign off to make sure I'm not distracting you. Thank you very much. Okay, maybe we should move closer to make sure I can reach Capitol Carrier. Okay, okay. Okay, so I will start the transfer now. Okay, here goes the fuel carrier, KPU. Okay, so I don't think we should hand over a foot restraint. What do you think? Oleg, Sergey, this is Moscow. Go ahead, Moscow.
Ну, теперь вот картина есть.
So you correct? Yes. So we will see how the transfer goes at this point. Okay. Okay.
Хорошо, работаем.
Okay, guys, just keep working.
Так, вот это у нас что?
What is it exactly?
Вот что на нем написано.
Let's see what the designation says.
Просто тут один такой, это серый якорный, наверное.
I think the first one is the yakor restraint, correct? This one, this belongs to the yakor restraint. Yes, the gray one. This is the old one. So, and the second is for KPU carrier, correct? Okay, so I have released one of the hooks. Okay. Okay, I'm holding it. And then the other one, the other tether is attached.
As we approach the 2-hour mark into the spacewalk, this conversation, once again referencing the configuration of tools and a foot restraint on the second of the two extending Strela booms that Kononenko will mount a short time from now for a shorter transit from the Zarya module, space station era, over to the work site of the Soyuz MS-09, the orbital compartment or habitation module at the very top of that Soyuz spacecraft, where the inspections
Spanner, we're beneath the post. Guys, both of you need to reach the operator's post of Boom 2 near the grapple fixture of Boom 2. Okay, we're going to rehook. Okay, so should I rehook this tether for you? I can do it if you'd like. Okay, please do it. Okay, I can reach it now. Okay. Okay, let me reconnect this one for you, rehook this tether for you. And I'm ready to take it from you. Yes, Sergey. Okay, so the cats were... Okay. Okay, over what? The safety hooks, the ones that are used for the cats. Along the beam, and the other can move using the handrails. Well, both of us, we are in the... Oleg, can you please hand... Which ones?
A good view from Oleg Kononenko's helmet camera as he looks at his spacewalk configure the second of these two extending booms called the Strela booms, the Russian word for arrow, that will be used to maneuver Kononenko over to the work site of the Soyuz MS-09 spacecraft a short time from now. The internet south of Australia, soon to begin a southwest and northeasterly track across the Pacific Ocean. This wider view shows Kononenko wearing the suit bearing the red stripes in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades.
I can't understand what it looks like. Let me see. Right here. Okay, copy. Okay, one more cable. Oh, I think we need to... Now we need to... Okay, I've grabbed it.
Сейчас на него за стрелу. Так.
The other side of the boom.
Да?
Right? Should I do that? I can see the handrail. And let's... I think you need to move a little bit forward. Then attach it right here. Have you attached it? Do you want me to secure it on the soft handrail? Do you want me to do it on the other side?
У тебя там этот...
Readjust it for you. Okay. Let me see. Let me grab the kids. Right here. Let me see. Let me secure myself closer. Wouldn't let me. What wouldn't let you move? The short tether. Oh, it's holding you in the working position, operational position, because, yes, I now remember.
Расфиксировал якорь.
Sir, re-secure it. Yes, let me find another place for it. It's...
Two hours, 6 minutes into the spacewalk, a good view of Sergei Prokopyev will transport them over to the work site of the Soyuz MS-09 return vehicle. Nothing to do with repairs. That Soyuz vehicle is fit to come home next week to a 6.5-month mission. Today's spacewalk is designed to inspect and collect module, strictly designed to gather additional engineering data for Russian specialists back on Earth for the future analysis of potential cause on August 29th, and quickly repaired by spacewalk will allow specialists to look at material that was injected into the hull on the inside, outside of the hull, that will and improve future leak repair techniques. The crew has conducted, they found absolutely no variance in pressure until Wednesday evening for the descent module, the center, so 3 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday night, the 19th, 3 minutes after midnight Eastern Time, just after the habitation module, which the cosmonauts will be focusing on, right after the deorbit burn, to allow the Soyuz spacecraft to slow down and begin its re-entry. Habitation module sets the stage for the pyrotechnic separation of the 3 sections of the Soyuz. The hen are discarded. They burn up upon re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. The only section that survives is the one most important.
Oleg, I'm here. Oh, it's much better. Solar array, so that it's not in the way. Where is it? It's But that bag is tied. We need to untie it. I have brought the KPU, the EVA2 carrier. Oleg, I would like that unit so that it is perpendicular the boom axis so that Sergey can continue working with it. So like that. Actually 2 hours 11 minutes. Install KPU first, then we will install the handler to the boom axis, just like I said. Sergey installing the KPU unit. Okay. I am reattaching red first. I'm reattaching it to the handle. Sergey, then what we installed on me. Have you retrieved the wire tie? And do left. This is the lanyard. Attach it to the first one. Okay. That is correct, Oleg. Good call. I will grab it like that. Reference. Can you move it closer to yourself? Yes, just move it closer to do it myself. Like that. The upper part is sitting, but let me see that, Oleg, first. It sits very well. At least in the wing nut should be positioned. No, you won't be able to position what I'm talking about. So what do you want? Maybe we are not doing it correctly, not installing it correctly. Right here. Units here. Wait a minute. Turned it until it stopped. Down. Let's try turning them towards myself. Yes. And now you can install it here. It wouldn't sit here. Okay, move it closer to me. What about install it? Help me, please. It should be installed from line or in the same direction as the mobile unit. That's correct. I will trust and I will hold it for you. It actually wasn't installed properly. I don't know. Do you want me to tighten it? Okay, so move it. No, actually unscrew it over the lanyard a little bit. Readjust it or to do anything with it from this position. Sergey, turn this. Do you want me to pull it or push it? Actually, push it, I meant. Turn this handle to. Do you want me to remove it? Let's try it one more time. Lanyard a little bit from under the bracket because it actually pushes against the bracket. So let's try to, because the diameter.
Into today's spacewalk for use to move as it